the message of Our Lady, Queen of Peace, from yesterday says, "Dear children, out of love towards you, God has sent me among you to love you and encourage you to prayer and conversion, for peace in you and in your families and in the world. Little children, do not forget that true peace comes only through prayer from God, who is your peace. Thank you for having responded to my call." Dear friends, when I was meditating on these words, the message from yesterday, I couldn't but notice the new context of this message, the new context of this last message from Our Lady, Queen of Peace. And this new context is expressed in the last words that is written um, under the message. It says, "with ecclesiastical approval." With ecclesiastical approval. This is the first time that a message from Medjugorje is coming, followed by these words. What this tells us, I believe, is that Medjugorje and all of us who are gathering around Medjugorje, who are gathering around Our Lady, Queen of Peace, we are in the heart of the Church. The message of Medjugorje, if anyone had ever doubted it, is the message from the heart of the Church. At the same time, this is the continuation of the message. When we think as humans do, we would expect something extraordinary for this first message after such an important announcement from the Church, when the Church for the first time recognized the spiritual fruits of Medjugorje and the spirituality of this holy place. But our Blessed Mother, Queen of Peace, she does not come with something extraordinary new. She is calling for the continuation of the message. Just like during all these years, during all these decades in Medjugorje, her message is simple and yet powerful plea for peace. Something that we need to learn. I believe that this teaches us that we who hold Medjugorje close to our heart, that we must abandon any triumphalism or any spirit of excitement that disrupts peace, because the message of peace is message of simplicity. Whoever once walked the streets of Medjugorje, whoever once visited St. James Church and the shrine of Our Lady Queen of Peace, whoever once climbed the hills of Medjugorje, he or she must have noticed this invitation to simplicity. And this last message from our Blessed Mother is an invitation to simplicity again. The Blessed Mother in this message, the first since the Church recognized the spiritual fruits of Medjugorje, is bringing us back to this simplicity. And we are being reminded of some basic characteristics of Medjugorje spirituality. What are those characteristics? What is something that our Blessed Mother is bringing us back to? The first one is expressed in the greeting, just like always. She didn't say my triumphant children. She says, my children, dear children. This reminds us that we are God's beloved children and that we are children of our Mother in heaven. In this time when Everything is being questioned in this time when our faith is under attack, under different attacks so frequently. In the time of great changes in the world, this brings us huge peace. We are not alone. Our Heavenly Father is with us. Our Heavenly Father is with us, especially through the presence of our Heavenly Mother, Mary, Queen of Peace. Dear children, she says. And then she continues. She says, out of love, God sends me to invite you to pray. Once again, very simple, very basic. Medjugorje is all about prayer. Our Blessed Mother, Queen of Peace, is all about prayer. How many times in these 43 years, and this was recognized by the Church in the document that Vatican published last week, how many times in these 43 years did she say, pray, pray, pray? And now in this very special message, she keeps calling us to pray for peace in our hearts, for peace in our families, and for peace in the world. In this particular order, the peace in the world begins with the peace in my heart, the call for conversion of my heart, and it continues through the peace in our families. And then our Blessed Mother goes on. She reminds us that the peace comes from God, who is the only peace. This reminded me of the beautiful Christmas liturgy and the beautiful readings that we read for Christmas time when the child of Bethlehem is presented to us as Prince of Peace, right? Mary is the Queen of Peace because she is one who gave the birth to the Prince of Peace. In Medjugorje, once again, everything starts with her son, everything ends with Jesus. Mary, Queen of Peace in Medjugorje, always brings us back to Jesus. And finally, she is thanking us for responding to her call. She is thanking us. She is grateful for our response. Our Blessed Mother rejoices, for we have heard her call. Our Blessed Mother is happy when she sees us gathering in prayer tonight from many places in the world. Mary's deepest longing is coming to fulfillment when we are rejecting every triumphalism and the spirit of excitement that disrupts peace, and when we, grateful for the gift of recognition, when we continue doing what she has been calling us to do, praying, 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 and living the life of true Christian simplicity.